What's up, fam? Welcome back to Alleyways, or if it's your first time here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and if you haven't already, please make sure to join the Alleyways family, subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and turn on post notifications so you know when I have new content. Okay, we are in my kitchen at my house. I don't know if you guys have seen my kitchen before. I'm usually filming at my folks. Welcome to my kitchen. But I have been seeing so many people make cake pops on TikTok, on Instagram. You guys, it is finally the beginning of spooky season, so I wanted to make these fall-inspired spice cake pops. Now, I'm filming this intro before I finish them. Hang around, let's see how they, how they all come together. Now, we have to start by making our cake base. So let's go jump into that. Okay, fam. So I went to the store and got everything we need to make these cake pops. Let's go over what we're going to use. I also did order some cake pop sticks off Amazon. I will link those down below. But I started off with spice cake mix. This always reminds me of fall. I don't know why, but in my mind, this is just a perfect way to kick off fall with some kind of like spicy cake base. And I have not gone back since my mom found this hack on TikTok from an account called Especially Sweet, where you use 4 eggs instead of 3. And then on the back where it says oil and water, you substitute milk for water and then butter for oil. You guys, this makes every kind of boxed cake mix taste like a bakery. I swear this girl did this hack and it's just like blowing my mind. So I'm gonna go mix all of this up together. So you just substitute all equal parts. So half a cup of melted butter, a cup of milk, and then add an extra egg, mix up your cake, bake it, and then we'll go to the next step after. You can see I am preheated and ready to go, so let's get cooking. Okay, we have our souped up spice cake. Let's go get it in the oven, and we'll see y'all in 30 minutes. All right. Fam, we have a freshly baked spice cake. I just tested the middle. It is perfect. It looks so golden and delicious. It's about 9:30, so what I'm gonna do is cover this, put it away for the night. I don't want it to dry out. The next step we're going to do is we're going to mix this cake. We're gonna crumble it up and mix it with a can of frosting, but I want to do that day of. So let's say goodnight for now, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, good morning, everybody. As you can see, we've moved locales. I'm finishing these up at my mom and dad's house. We have our cake. So now let's go crumble this up, and then we're going to put it in a big mixing bowl and mix it with some of our cream cheese frosting. The cake looks delicious. I will sample a little bit just to make sure that the cake pops are gonna taste good. Let's go. Okay, fam, so here we have our cake. And I just washed my hands. Make sure you wash your hands really well with soap and hot water before this. And people online literally just did this. Picked it up. Oh, look how satisfying. And just started crumbling it to a fine consistency with their hands. The cake feels actually really moist. It doesn't want to break apart. But they got it down to like a very kind of crummy mixture. So you can see right now, it smells like pumpkin bread. We've got it in big chunks, so I'm just going to go work this down to a fine kind of crummy mixture. You could also probably do this with a mixer, but I just want it to be messy, I guess. All right, let's go get this just right in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a really nice crummy texture with not too many really big lumps. Like I said, I made this with that TikTok hack to make a really great tasting cake. Also makes it more moist. Now here's what we're gonna do. We are going to take our frosting, just a can frosting. And of course, if you wanna be somebody who really elevates these, you can do everything from scratch, but I'm just trying to make them easy and doable, something you could do with your kids. So I'm just using a can of frosting, and we are going to slowly add frosting in and mix it with the hand mixer until we feel like we get a taste and a consistency that we like. So let's start adding this in. And I feel like I'm gonna want a lot of frosting in mine. So right now, just to start, I'm gonna use about half the can of frosting, and let's see where that gets us. Okay, half a can is clearly not enough. It's not wanting to be, I know a lot of people hate this word, but moist enough to clump together. So now we are going to go whole can and I will report back. All right, we have our cake at a really good consistency with the frosting. And now I'm gonna try a couple different things. I want to try and roll a standard cake pop, but I also wanna make cake pops with a twist. I'm gonna level with you guys, I put too much frosting. The consistency when I tried to roll a cake pop was not right, but I've researched online. They said if you overdo it, just put it in the fridge, let it kind of like dry out a little. So I'm doing that and it's already working. It's been in there for about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna give it about 20 more minutes. All right, so after reading online, they said you wanna get a Play-Doh type consistency, and you can see now these have set up a lot more. Okay, I'm not a professional. I've just been going off of what I've seen on TikTok and online. So we're learning together. I would say probably 3/4 of a can of frosting, depending on if you've overbaked your cake, underbaked your cake, just to get that right consistency, and add it incrementally. So learn from my mistakes, but if you overdo it like me, the fridge really sorted everything. So now let's go roll some cake pops and try some shapes in 3, 2. All right, we have cake pop shapes. And over here, I tried to make a few that looked like a pumpkin. I'm just gonna use our little cake pop straws and like do some little dents on the side. I'm gonna really try and shape them, but we'll see how it goes. So Mom has the Wilton Chocolate Pro chocolate melter, and so what I'm gonna do, that's our pork tenderloin we're gonna have for lunch today, but what I'm gonna try and do is just start all white, but then we're gonna do some with some food coloring, maybe make our little pumpkins orange. Let's go get to it. Okay, so we've let our cake pops firm up, and universally across the board, this is standard practice. Everybody takes their cake pop stick, dips the end into chocolate, picks up a cake pop, and then just pushes the stick into the cake pop, and then let's take it and dip it. So I've got my cake pop. Let's just put it in here. And I am gonna use a spoon just to help it along. Make it nice and smooth. And I say smooth, but we'll see, won't we? I'm gonna twirl it. That looks pretty to me. So I'm gonna set it on one of our prepared dots and move on. Okay, fam. So this is where we started. This is my little pumpkin. As you can see, it didn't quite turn out. Here's the original cake pops. And then about 4 cake pops in, Mom remembered that she had Halloween molds. So this is how our cake pops turned out. What I did, if you look on the side, you can see, is poured chocolate into the bottom, did a cake layer, and then sealed it with more chocolate on the top. So I would do the bottom, let that harden, put some of our cake pop mixture in the middle, and then top it off, put it back in the fridge, and that is how we got our cake pops. So we have this little trick-or-treat one, a little witch, a pumpkin, we've got a bat. How cute is he? I have a little ghost. I also ran out of cake pop sticks, so these are just cake pop bites. So I'm really happy with how they turned out eventually. I need all your help and tips how to make the perfect cake pops, because this is where we ended up. Still delicious, I have to say, but we got there in the end, didn't we? What do you guys think? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I love you all. Special shout out to my live chat crew. I hope you all are having a majestic spooky season, and I can't wait to see you next time right here on Alleyways. Bye! All right, we're here with somebody who is going to be doing a taste test. What do you think so far about it, the cake pop? Do you like the way it tastes?
Yes.
Yeah? Pretty good endorsement. And show everybody what shape you picked. Well, I can show y'all. She picked a pumpkin. Just like this. Here you go. Oh, are you sharing with everyone?
fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Smangy.